Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Nick and this is Sarah, and with our two little dogs we're usually travelling around Europe in our 32-year-old camper van.
After a much needed break at our casita in Andalucia, we're ready for the next adventure.
But first we need to fix an ongoing, slightly frustrating issue we're having with our brakes. Good morning guys and welcome back to the channel, and you join us on the edge of the Alcornacales National Park.
Woo!
Woo! And something very special has happened.
Something so good has just happened. So we have to tell you about this before we get into the vlog. Look who's here!
It's Barney! Dizzee likes Barney. Dizzee really likes Barney.
There he is. Dizzee, don't try and mate him. Dizzee! Hello, Barney.
Bubble, actually. His name's Bubble now. Now, if you've been following us for a little while, you'll know that a couple of years ago, was it now?
I think about 2 years ago.
We rescued Bubble. He was a little stray on the street and we managed to find him a home with a lady in the village, not far from this beautiful river walk we're doing now.
Yeah, so obviously he's escaped because he is a little escape artist.
Little
I think
Houdini.
we mentioned that when we filmed him back 2 years ago, and he's obviously escaped and he's found us walking down here and he's chased after us, and it's a lovely little reunion.
It's lovely. He recognised it. So nice that a couple of years later, we haven't seen him for a while because we've been away in that, and yeah, he recognised us.
And his owner's not with him, so we're just going to take him on our walk and then we'll drop him off on the way back.
Yeah. Darling, we can't keep him. He's got a home now.
Honestly, guys, it's so nice to see him today. It really is. Oh.
Sorry about that. We got a little bit distracted with little Barney, Bubble, whatever his name is. Yes, we've come for a little walk first thing before it gets really hot today, because today's going to be another scorching
33
day.
degrees. Oh, it's just crazy, isn't it, for early May?
So we've come to this lovely little walk that we do along the river in the Alcornacales National Park, which is actually the biggest cork oak forest in Europe. Loads of wildlife here. You get loads of the griffon vulture, massive concentration here. We thought we saw a beaver, was actually a fish.
Otter.
Otter.
We've seen otters in this river before.
We have seen like one or two.
And I said to Nick, that's an otter, that's an otter. But I think it's a fish, a couple of big fish. You can see the fins. So folks, you're probably wondering what's going on with the van. The saga continues, and all will be revealed very, very soon. But first, we're going to get in the water. We're going to go for a nice early morning wild swim, aren't we, darling? And you're going in first.
Oh, nice, isn't it? It's not even cold.
Woo! Oh, this is the way to start your day.
How nice is that?
Compared to, if you watched last week's vlog, compared to the river and the waterfall pools that we stayed in last week, went to last week, this is like a hot bath. in comparison. It's not cold at all, which is crazy for May. We haven't had loads of rainfall, the river is quite low, and it's been just so warm, hasn't it? It's like July in May, the last couple of weeks, so it's really warmed up.
Like 10:30 in the morning.
I don't think it's even 10 o'clock yet, darling. Yeah, it's pretty magical down here, proper little oasis. We love it.
So this is why we don't mind being stuck here, because where we live is, not going to lie, it's beautiful.
We are
very lucky to be here. We can, you know, got this beautiful national park not far away, this river beach. Went to Portugal in search of river beaches, and we've got one right on our doorstep.
Yeah. Where's Bubble gone, boys?
Where's he gone?
He might have gone home for his breakfast.
Here he is.
Oh, here he is. Come here.
Come on, Bubble. Where have you been?
Hello.
Off exploring.
Hello.
Dizzee, leave him alone. So guys, let's get to the van. Is the van fixed yet? No, he's not, but he will be soon. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully by the end of this vlog. So basically we went back to the mechanic, explained the situation, that it's getting stuck, but just one side. By the way, we've had lots of suggestions after the last video saying maybe it's the brake servo, the master cylinder or something like that. But if that was the case, it would be all brakes, but it's not. It's just getting stuck on the front right side, which leads us to believe it's the flexi brake hose or the caliper. Been back to the mechanic, and because it's intermittent, he seems to think, yeah, maybe it could be the flexi brake hose. So we've ordered 2 of those. We're going to change both sides at the front, and hopefully that is going to fix our problem. If not, it'll be the caliper. So that's where we're at. Hopefully that part's going to arrive today or tomorrow, and we'll be back on the road.
Can we just say though, you know, a few people have been saying it's time to get a new van, and we have...
People always say that to us. I've been saying that to for years. Nice as it is down here, you could actually stay down here all day, but it is going to get really hot, so we want to do the walk back before it does get really hot. We need to get this one back, and then we've got some bits and bobs we need to do. As always, let's go. Come on then.
Is that how you're walking back? You're going to walk back like that through the village, darling?
No, I'll probably put my pants on before we get back to the village. So little Barney here is actually making me broody. I think I want another one. A bit dusty.
Babe, you got him? Barney's just done a runner. Little Mr. Houdini left the pack and went wandering up here. You got him? Yeah. You carrying him?
Yeah.
Little escape artist he is. See, the river is so low, this would normally be full of water.
We have to keep hold of him now until we get back to his mum, because he was just doing a runner.
An adventurer.
I know.
So we've just carried this little fella all the way up that steep hill, and I'm just going to take him to his owner's house, safe and sound, just in case he does another Houdini. Come on, little one.
We'll wait here. Yeah, the lady's got a cat, so Dizzy's not good with cats, so we'll just wait here. See you later, Barney! Whoopie doodah. Whoopie doodah.
Whoopity doodah.
Whoopity doodah. It's hot already, like it's so hot, and we're so hungry. Yeah, we have come down here to do a few jobs, but I think we're going to go and try and find somewhere that's open for food first.
Yeah, we need to leave this spot a little bit longer so we get more shade on the van to work, because yeah, it's another scorching day today.
Scorching!
Scorchio!
Jump in.
Too hot to jump in. Oh, just about. Oh. Can you get in, darling?
Oh,
you're struggling. There you go. Oh. Oopsie daisy.
Oops, Daisy. We didn't really want to drive anywhere in the van until we get it fixed, but the restaurant that's just walking distance down here is closed. So for starter, I've got a supper de marisco.
I also got Super de Marisco seafood soup with mussels and other seafood. So what did you get for your main?
I got Melusa fritto, which is basically fish and chips. What did you get for your main?
Guess what? We've got the same. Fish and chips. Spanish fish and chips.
We're so adventurous.
You go for your dessert.
Well, you get a choice of a dessert or coffee included in the menu price. So I went for a coffee. Cheers. Ow, it's hot. What do you get for your dessert, darling?
I decided I wouldn't go for a black coffee, so I went for an Americano. Because the desserts here are a bit funny sometimes. I saw last time we were in here, someone ordered fruit for their dessert and they just got a whole banana on a plate, unpeeled. So I thought I'd go for the black coffee.
Nick with total food envy after our lunch. Regretful for choosing what he did, because he just wanted my food. Anyway, guys.
You know why we got the same? Because we normally share. I'm sick of sharing with Sarah because I get something that's nicer than hers. And she's like, oh, can I have that? Can we swap? So we might as well just get the same thing.
There
and then
wasn't
we don't
much
have to
on the
share.
menu that we fancied apart from what we got. But it was all right. Like, it's a bit like hit and miss with the old menu del dia.
Bit cheap and cheerful.
Cheap and cheerful, but I mean, what do you expect for €10? Especially this day and age, my love.
Yeah,
you know, it's
yeah.
not bad, is it? A beer, a coffee and 2 little dishes for €10 each. So anyway, we just spoke to Louis, who actually came in for a coffee while we were sat having lunch. Louis is our mechanic. And the part's coming tomorrow. Oh no, today.
It's coming today, but he doesn't know
Know
what
what
time.
time,
So
yeah.
mañana por mañana.
Mañana por mañana. Tomorrow in the morning would be better, because it might come at 6 o'clock, and you know, and it's blinking hot.
It's so
anyway.
hot. We need to get going now.
So we're going to go back to our shaded spot and get on with a few jobsies, if we can be bothered.
Okay guys, it's time to have some fun. We're going to have a little game with you. We're going to play a little game, have a little challenge. Everyone loves a challenge, don't they? So we're going to give you the opportunity, the chance to win one of our amazing sticker packs. But not just that, we're going to throw in a signed photograph of the dogs. If you don't like the dogs, we'll give you a photograph of Sarah in a bikini.
That is not happening, guys.
If you don't want Sarah in a bikini, fancy something different, what about me in my pants? Anyway, yeah, we're going to have a little game with you, and for the next minute of this vlog, you've got to count how many stickers are on show.
Answers in the comments. The first 3 people to get the correct answer, say what you see, how many stickers are in the next scene, and you will win a sticker pack.
For the next minute of this vlog, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank today's sponsor of the video, and that is NordVPN. Now, if you've never heard of NordVPN, you haven't been following us, because we've been working with them for the last couple of years. They were actually our first sponsorship, so we're very happy to be working with them again. So if you don't know what a VPN is, it stands for Virtual Private Network, and basically what it does is it encrypts your internet traffic, hides your IP address and location, or basically allows you to choose an IP address from anywhere in the world. Essentially, there's 2 main reasons to have one of these. First is it adds an extra layer of security to your device, and secondly is it expands your viewing capabilities, your viewing libraries. So for example, we're living out here in Spain at the moment, and NordVPN allows us to connect to the UK so we can watch all our favourite shows. And the best thing about it is it's so easy to use. All you have to do is click on the app to open it, select the country you want to connect to, connect, and NordVPN will do the rest. At the moment, they're offering a fantastic deal on a 2-year plan, plus they're giving you 4 months for free with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk involved. So why not give it a go?
Right then, guys, so we did plan to do quite a few little jobsies where we're down here this afternoon, but we're feeling a little bit lazy after our lunch and it's quite hot, even though it's not too bad here in the shade. But one job we are going to do is get the heater and remove it. We don't need that heater anymore. And even though it doesn't take up loads of room, it's quite easy to take out. And when we go away this year, hopefully in Vinny with the van fixed, we just want to go as minimal as possible for the summer, and we want every single little tiny space we can possibly get. And with the heater, it's not just the heater what's taking up the space in the cupboard there, it's also the tank that we hold the diesel in.
Which is a very useful little space behind the table there.
That is a very useful little space. It doesn't need that. And then that'll probably be done enough of us for the day. That'll probably be us done for the rest of the day.
She's just lost the ability to talk since lunch. Now, I know what you're thinking. She had a sneaky glass of wine or two. She didn't. I'm blaming the heat because it is like 35 degrees plus.
Oh, it's not that hot.
It is.
Is it?
It's 33 degrees today and it's more than that in the van.
It's not 35 degrees in here, darling.
Is it not? Check the thermometer.
Oh, actually, I think we need to disconnect the diesel and stuff before I just rip this out. Forgot to unplug it. Do you want to get this screw off, darling? It's a tough one. Oh, there we go.
Whee, she goes.
See, I know you're thinking that that's probably not that much space, but when you live in a van this size, that is a lot of space.
But it's all that space there. See,
yeah.
All of that top to bottom where we can store
loads of things.
Loads of smallish things.
By the time you've taken all of the tubes and the cables and everything else out of the way, yeah, you can store loads of bottles of wine in there. Oh God, I can't, I'm not doing it now. I'm not doing it. It's too hot and it's just too, I'm just not doing it now.
Not having a good time, not having fun at the moment.
Not having no fun whatsoever, guys. We're going to carry on this little job tomorrow.
I always say when it gets really hot, we do struggle, not going to lie. In the cold, obviously we don't like the cold. We didn't like the UK when it's freezing, but the cold you can deal with. When it's hot, everyone gets frustrated
there's no
and
room
agitated.
To do anything, move anything.
You just sweat the whole time. This isn't even the summer. We're not moaning about the heat. We do like the heat. Heat, small van combination.
Having a little moan about that, isn't he? That's all. Nothing else. Morning, guys. How are you feeling, darling?
I'm excited and nervous. I'm excited that the parts have arrived. We're going to the mechanic to get them fixed. A little bit nervous about when we leave because it should be obvious whether the van's fixed or not, because he has been seemed to have been getting stuck on every time because the pedal's been hard. So as soon as we leave, we're going to know. A little bit worried that it may not fix the problem, but you can't worry about that sort of thing.
Can't worry about that sort of thing. Yeah, so we're heading there now. Get those fingers crossed for us, guys. Let's hope it is this naughty little tube that's been causing the issue.
Here we go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
Oh no!
Oh, it's just as messy.
Someone's burgled him.
Oh, it's just as messy.
Someone's trashed the van, darling.
I thought you said you'd come down here and tidy it up.
Hey guys, we just dropped off Vinny with Louis, our mechanic.
Next door.
And we're just spying on him over the wall. Straight away, Vinny's gone in, we heard his door shut, we know the sound of his engine starting, there was chatter going on about the van.
Yeah, so he said it's going to be maybe like 2 hours. So I'm hoping if it's going to take an hour and a half, 2 hours, then he's going to get it working. He's not just going to switch a little tube over, he's going to check the whole system.
Yeah, we're hoping. He said it was a little bit complicated, we think.
Is that because he's got to bleed the brakes? Don't know. We didn't ask. We just said, just get it working, Louis. Just get it working.
So fingers crossed, in a couple of hours, we're just going to drive away smoothly off into the sunset.
Well, we won't because it's morning.
Yeah,
Hopefully it's not going to take that long.
Anyway, cheers to new adventures.
In little old Vinster.
Oh, just a drink, aren't you? Changed the 2 tubes. He showed us the old tubes and he tried to blow through it and he couldn't. So
that means it was the tube.
That means it was blocked. So we're hoping that was the issue. Just a simple little fix, done that. We're yet to have taken it for a test drive. Here we go, guys. And stopped.
Wow! Oh, that's lovely.
Handsome, innit? Handsome fella. Another new part on Vinny. He's going to be a brand new van soon.
And driving back then, it feels completely different. So something's changed. Something must be fixed.
Now it's completely different. Before it was stuck on, hardly any movement, and then you could feel it braking because it was stuck on. Now it's a lot of movement until the brakes are applied, which I'm happy with. As long as it brakes, I'm happy with it, but something definitely has changed. So we're just gonna go for it.
We're just gonna go to the Alps now. Let's go. Oh, we haven't got the doggies. Let's go back, get the doggies and go. Bit more nutritional use.
Oh yes,
oh, there we go. Look at that sprinkle. Oh, the wind, the wind, the wind.
Cheers, darling. Mmm.
This meal is better than the menu del dia we had yesterday.
100%. Starving as well. All the stress. I'm taking Vinny back to the mechanics again.
He's fixed now, though.
Yes.
So this is homemade seitan, spinach, tomato, aubergine, spaghetti with garlic and chilli.
Delicious. Oh my goodness.
That's terrible, that. So guys, we have come back. We've come back to finish what we started yesterday and get this van ready for the big upcoming Alp trip. Now we've got the all clear, now the brakes are working. Sorry, Diz. Everything is working again. Yeah, we just need to get ready to go. That's not ready, is it?
Are we ready though?
Are we ready?
Are you ready?
I think we're the best
mentally?
we're going to be. I think we're the best. The van's the best that we're going to be.
Yes,
so.
we are. We're ready as we can be in this old van. But I have to say thank you guys for all the support and confidence in Vinny. We asked you last week if you think we can take this old van to the Alps. A lot of you said yes.
99% of people have confidence in this van as we do.
And I understand the people who said, well, some degree, don't do it in Vinny, he won't make it, get a new van. But you know, this old van has done the Alps. He's done the Dolomites, he's done various countries with high mountains. He's done some big mountains.
So he can do it again.
So he can do it again. Bear in mind that was like 5 years ago, so he's a little bit younger.
But he's had loads of new parts since then. Yeah. So he's, you know, a little bit newer.
Exactly. So all in all, we're confident he can make it. Obviously our confidence levels are a little bit lower because over the last 6 months we've had a few issues. Yeah. Some of those have been on the brakes, and brakes are quite important when you're going up mountains. But like we said, we've had all those parts changed that weren't working. So now everything's working now. So what could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? So So guys, that is the van, a little bit tidier, It's not sorted yet because we're not leaving just yet.
Yeah, we're not leaving for the Alps just yet. Nick's got his appointment at the hospital that we spoke about, that we've been waiting around for.
So next week we should be able to plan our summer trip and what we're doing for the rest of the year.
And when we say Alps, we kind of, obviously the Alps is a big area. We've been to Northern Italy, we loved it, and there's places that we want to go back to.
Northern Lakes, amazing.
Oh gosh. And then we want to see Switzerland as well, because we've only like travelled through Switzerland, a couple of days here, a couple of days there. We haven't explored it, so we want to do that. So it's all kind of like the plan for the summer is very exciting, but it's going to include lots of mountains and lovely mountain lakes and all that.
Yeah, in 2018 we did sort of like Austria, Switzerland, Dolomites, lots of places, but the videos weren't that great. We didn't have the equipment, and it was our first trip out. So since then we've improved Vinny, our equipment, our solar, our power setup, everything. So we're really looking forward to going back.
It's going to be amazing. Yeah, so that's like the plan for the summer. And between now and then it will be, well, adventures in the van, and just depending on the situation with everything before we sort of do go north.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yes, I think it does.
We're going to have some beach time, I think, before we head north, because once we get to the Alps, that's it.
No coast. That's very true, actually, darling.
So might do some little coastal trips away before we head off. But anyway, we're waffling now.
We are waffling. We will end the video there, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And we're really, really happy that everything's working again on the van, and there's going to be no more breakdowns. Just adventures now, darling, isn't it?
Pure adventures, 100%. This is not a breakdown channel. Make sure you follow us on all our other socials. Make sure you subscribe, because it really does help us out a lot. And it's free and easy.
Free and easy, absolutely free.
Take care, guys, and see you next week.
So this is for 3 people to win a sticker pack. The first 3 people to guess the amount of stickers that you see in the next scene, put the answer in the comments. The first right 3 answers wins sticker pack. But first, I think we need to get in that water. I know that the sun's not on it. Actually, the sun is on it, but we're just gonna get in. We're gonna get in. Getting a bit carried away then. So answers in the comments, guys. The first 3 people to guess the correct amount of stickers they see in the next minute wins a sticker pack. All 3 people.